and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to yet another weekend recap. This is something new we're doing. You would have seen it last weekend as well. Another Premier League weekend has come to an end and we must go through all the excitement that has taken place and evaluate what have we learned this weekend. Another weekend of madness. First up, ladies and gentlemen, we must start from here. Kai Havertz. Arsenal they've bottled it once again, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you to Manchester City. Thank you to the Manchester City fans out there. Look, I couldn't care less as long as Man City just go out there and win the league, as long as Arsenal don't get a sniff of an opportunity of winning the league, because their fan base, out of all the fan bases out there, and there's quite a lot of notorious ones out there, right? Arsenal fan base is probably the number one notorious out of them all. I absolutely despise them. I hate them so much. They're such smug characters, man. I absolutely despise them. This is why whenever they fail, it brings peace. It brings sukoon, as they say in Hindi. Honestly, if they had gone away with a win from the Etihad, we would not have heard the end of it. I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this stat from Kai Havertz. 90 minutes, 6 passes, 0 pass completed. I don't think I've ever seen something like this in my life. Honestly, this is mind-blowing. How can you go through an entire match without completing a single pass? That is astounding. That stat will go down as, Hall of Shame forever. I mean, Kai Havertz, thank you so much. I'm so glad. I know he's done well there. He's gone to Arsenal. He's done well, but I hope you never, ever achieve any level of, success at Arsenal Football Club the way you've done at Chelsea Football Club. You won the Champions League. You won the Club World Cup. So, there's a lot of things you need to be thankful for at Chelsea Football Club. I know it didn't finish up nicely, but I hope at Arsenal you win nada. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, look, this was a crazy match. I didn't get to watch it, but I did see the highlights. Arteta playing a new style of football, ladies and gentlemen. He's playing this style where he parks the bus against quality oppositions. He did that against Atalanta to a certain degree as well. Not park the bus, but very defensive-minded, not really going out there gun-ho trying to win the match. This seems to be a tweak in Arteta's style, setup, philosophy. I mean, what is this? 5th season, 6th season? I've lost count of Arteta. He's done nothing besides that FA Cup, and I wish Frank Lampard had won that FA Cup. Besides that, this brother has done nothing, yet everyone wants to be like this particular manager. Look, I will only start praising him heaps once I actually start seeing that he's won something. Until then, I don't think so. And look, as I said, they've changed their philosophy a little bit more compact, a little bit more defensive-minded, and they've literally parked the bus at the Etihad. And I'm so glad right at the end, John Stones scoring that goal. I'm going to get to Erling Haaland and Gabriel Magalhaes. They're a bit of a rivalry going on. Erling Haaland was a menace all throughout the game, and there's a lot of footage all over social media. Do check that out. But this, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Arsenal Football Club, bottling it again, and thank you to Manchester City. Look at what Bernardo Silva had to say. I love this game. Liverpool have already won Premier League title and Arsenal haven't. Liverpool have won a Champions League and Arsenal haven't. This is why the rivalry has been different. Also, let me add that Liverpool always face us with clear intention of winning the game. More salt on the wound of Arsenal. Arsenal, I have to say, recently they've gone to the Etihad and they kind of sort of play for the draw. And I know they were leading in this particular game, but last season, if you remember, where the title was on the line and Arsenal went to the Etihad for a draw and they ended up getting a draw. And Rodri has not let that go. He's been vocal about that non-stop. And now Bernardo Silva is also saying that, you guys are absolute pussies. That's what you are. Erling Haaland, he's done a madness. He was an absolute havoc, especially this image over here. Some Lewis Skelly brother walked up to Erling Haaland, and Erling Haaland was like, who the F are you, man? Who are you? Look at that picture right there. So big rivalry between Haaland and Gabriel taking place, which is fantastic to see. I think Premier League needed something like that, but this guy's a machine. Scored the first goal again. I mean, I've lost count. Has he already scored 10, 11, 12 goals this season already? This guy's on track to probably score 50 for the season. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal, Manchester City 2, Arsenal 2. We're, I think, about point away, Chelsea Football Club from Arsenal. So this is good. Hopefully we can continue our form. And Arsenal, I feel like they've played some heavy games in recent times. And yeah, are they going to start burning out very, very soon? They've had to come up against some quality teams. Are they going to start faltering soon? Because high-level concentration, how long can you last? Let's see. I'm hoping Arsenal don't get jack all this season. Really, really hoping for. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Luis Diaz, this Premier League season, 5 games, 5 goals. I actually watched this game. Wow, Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen, they're electric. When they want to be electric, they're electric. 2 games I watched, and one of them I did the watch along, and I, ended it at 3-1 when they were winning against AC Milan in the Champions League. And the other one, I didn't do the watch along, but I watched the game. Liverpool, when they want to turn it on, they can absolutely turn it on. And this particular player, Luis Diaz, who in last season and the season before, it looked like he always gets into good position. He's good on the eye. He can dribble well, but he never had the finishing. This season, he's adding the finishing. And do you know what? All the stuff that he was doing last season, you probably think, man, if this guy only just was able to finish, he would be a phenomenal player. And now he's turning out to be one. I know it's early days in the season, but Luis Diaz is looking electric. His combination with Salah and Gravenberch and McAllister is looking very good, and obviously Trent Alexander-Arnold coming through in midfield areas and causing havoc as well. Liverpool, I don't know how they ended up losing against Nottingham Forest at Anfield, but things like that sometimes can happen after an international break. But you best believe this is probably not going to happen anytime soon. These guys are looking electric. The way they dismantled Bournemouth, they could have scored more, a lot more, and this guy is definitely on fire. Next up, I want to talk about, I had no idea, Ross Barkley is back at Aston Villa, but I don't want to talk about Ross Barkley, and I didn't get to see this match. I did see the highlights. Unai Emery is once again doing an absolute madness with Aston Villa. Aston Villa, I believe they're, 3rd in the table. I really did think they were going to fall off this season with Champions League on the cards. I thought they're not going to do well, but these guys are going strength to strength. I'm pretty certain they are 3rd. It's not showing me. Why isn't it showing me the table? I'll get it from here then. Yeah, they're 3rd, ladies and gentlemen. 5 games in, 12 points. Unai Emery, what Aston Villa has created this season is every time they go behind, and they went behind on this game as well, and they've been going behind quite a few times this season already, early days, as I keep saying. But they keep finding a way to come back. They've got quality players all throughout. And John Duran, once again in this match against Wolves, comes off the bench, scores the 3rd goal. He keeps scoring goals, John Duran. Unai Emery, ladies and gentlemen, has to get praise. The work he's done with Aston Villa, from where they were when Unai Emery took over from Steven Gerrard to where they are now, 3rd place in the Premier League, and seems like they're going strength to strength, and they're in the Champions League as well. So kudos, man. This guy just simply doesn't get enough plaudits at all. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Emile Smith-Rowe. I actually watched this game as well. Fulham, I must say, man, they play some really good football. They just don't seem to always have the quality up front, but this guy is making a huge difference. Emile Smith-Rowe, man, his combination play with these forward players, whether it's Alex Iwobi, whether it's Jimenez, whether it's Adama Traore, he is a smart operator, man. Arsenal could have done with a player like him whilst Odegaard is injured. But look out for Emile Smith-Rowe. He ain't going to be in Fulham for too long. If he continues in this form, there's a smart operator there, man. The way he gives and goes, finds little pockets, and he's a good finisher. So, look, for all the people that haven't selected him in the Fantasy Premier League, myself included, I think it's time to have a look at Emile Smith-Rowe. If he continues in this form, I think Fulham will have a very, very successful season. Now, what does that mean in terms of finishing in the table? maybe a Europa League spot, maybe a Conference League spot. I think that would be sensational for someone like Fulham. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit in regards to West Ham. Obviously, Chelsea's absolutely dismantled West Ham. Jared Bowen post-match, he was livid, man. West Ham, they're funny, man. Like under David Moyes, yes, they weren't playing pretty football, but they were getting results, man. And David Moyes said it in recent times. I may not play the most attractive football, but when it comes to results, I deliver. They've got a new manager, Lopetegui. I don't know how long this brother's going to last, because if results continue in this manner, it's not going to cut it. They've got a very, very talented squad, and the way we just took care of them, kudos to our team, of course, but at the same time, alarm signals flying for West Ham, ladies and gentlemen. Jared Bowen looked absolutely dejected after the match, and yeah, look, you best believe the West Ham supporters ain't going to appreciate this, because they have not started the season well, and they've got far too much talent to not work out. So one eye definitely on Lopetegui to see how he continues at West Ham, and at the moment it's not looking good, bruv. So look, mad weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Topped it off, obviously Chelsea win, fantastic against West Ham, but topped it off with this absolute A-class disaster class. I love it. Thank you, Kai Havertz. Keep giving us these sort of performances week in, week out, and I hope Arsenal Football Club absolutely keeps bottling it week in, week out. Let's go. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button, guys. Let me know your thoughts about the weekend that has finished in the Premier League. How'd you see most of the games? Any things that stood out for you mostly? Comment below. Any players, any team, any manager that has stood out, or also at the same time, has put on an absolute stinker. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya.